Welcome back to another episode of World of Warships Legends. I am your host, your captain, your supreme overlord, Admiral Random Stegosaur, and today I am sailing, wait for it, don't adjust your screens, the Tier 5 Japanese destroyer, the Fubuki. Yes, I am playing something other than a battleship. Who would have thought? This is a fluke. Don't get used to it. I suck in destroyers. I wouldn't say I suck in destroyers. I just don't like torpedo boat destroyers. I prefer my gunboat destroyers. You guys know this. But with that being said, if I can take a good game in a torpedo boat, I'm going to take a good game in a torpedo boat. So the Fubuki is actually a pretty good destroyer. It is the Tier 5 Tech Tree torpedo boat destroyer, not the Tier 5 Tech Tree gunboat destroyer. That is I think it's the Hatsuharu? Shiratsuyu? I don't know. Tier 5, Tier 6, what I think I'm getting them mixed up. But it is the Tier 5 Japanese torpedo boat destroyer. It's got the traditional Japanese destroyer incredibly ninja-like stealth with a dedicated captain and build with camouflages and perks. You can get this build all the way down to, I think it's like 5 kilometers even, something like that. Maybe 4.9. I know you can get the kamikaze well below 5 kilometers. Spotted by the Gaida, surprised coming around the corner. I'm going to get into a gunfight with him, which is not really something you want to do in this ship because the guns aren't too good. They have the lowest alpha strike of all destroyers at Tier 5. Well, tied with the Mayhan, I believe. 1800 maximum high explosive damage. They take 9 seconds to reload, and they have a turret traverse that would give a battleship its run for its money. But when he insists on trying to torp, not shooting his guns, and then sailing in a straight line between not just me and the Gneisenau, it's not too difficult to win that fight. I did lose half of my health, but that wasn't necessarily to the Gaida. That was due to the incoming volley of fire from the whole southern flank. The Gneisenau, like me, has lost most of his hit points. Actually, I've only lost half. He's lost most of his hit points, but the Gneisenau, horrendously overexposed. Which is, you could ask why I won't drop a smokescreen for him. That's not going to save him. The Gneisenau is doomed. Guns down by the Dallas. But what was I saying? The guns. Tied for the lowest maximum high explosive damage at Tier 5 with the Mayhan. The only difference is the Fubuki gets one more gun. It gets 3 turrets of 2, 6 total guns. Mayhan gets 5, I believe. But the Mayhans do traverse much faster than this, so it evens out. The armor piercing, whatever, skip. The armor piercing just isn't really worth using. It has terrible penetration. So the high explosive is usually the way to go. Unless you have the absolute flattest of flat broadside and it's a lightly armored target. Let's see. The speed, which I'm currently using now to make a retreat. Tactical withdrawal. Yeah, that's it. Tactical withdrawal. Back up through the eastern flank to try and cut off this enemy team from getting into our base. With this build, I believe I cap out at about 35 knots, give or take. 36. Let's see. 36.6 knots. 36.7. Alright, whatever. 37 knots. Let's say 37 knots. So it's actually middle of the pack, going towards the slower side of the destroyer line. But you can build for speed with the relative captain skills, and then of course the engine boost does help, and speed flags as well. So we do get a torpedo hit on the Dallas, but it's not enough to sink him, so it's going to force us to shadow him while we retreat. I mean, tactically withdraw. Yeah, that's it. Down the flank, and continue to try and either torp them or deter them from pushing this side. Now we are hilariously outnumbered. There's 2 Dallases, a Normandy, and Purgatorio down the middle. So we are hilariously outgunned. The only thing that's going to help us here is that they do not push us, which is good. If they decided to push us into this border, we would be dead already. But instead, they are going for the cap. I'm opting to, instead of go for their cap, I'm opting to go back and defend our home base. See if we can't get some torpedoes through this gap. It looks like he might be speeding up, but I think we might be able to manage this. But I'm opting to go back and defend our base because with 2 Dallases right on the flank, first of all, it's going to be extremely difficult for me to get around them. Second of all, it's going to be time consuming to get around them. By the time I even get into position to outflank them to their base, they will be pretty much in our base. Also, 2 Dallases and what I believe is an Well, that's not gonna polish out. Dallas continuously being spotted and torped through narrow island gaps by a destroyer you knew was there, and you decided to keep sailing in a straight line. You deserved that. You just straight up deserved that. But with an Akatsuki and 2 Dallases, now 1 Dallas, I don't think there would be really any way for me to get into their base and capture unperturbed. That I might slow down their points a little, but at the end of the day, in my head at least, I believe the best decision was to go back and defend the base, especially now because they are in the base. So we pop engine boost, and that's going to boost our speed up to about, 38 knots? Yeah, 38? Maybe 39? No, 38 and a half. So are we going to cut inwards or outwards? Looks like we're cutting outwards. Good move. This is going to allow us to see if we can't spot what's in the cap. It's one of the battleships, I'm not sure which one. There goes the Dallas. Unfortunately, I can't get any torpedoes on him. I don't have the firing angle, and he is sailing away. It's 47,000 damage, and we are one of the last 2 remaining players on our team. Things aren't going particularly well. Spotted the enemy Ismail, sailing rather slowly in the cap. These are probably bad torpedoes. He knows I'm here. He's spotted. And it can't be a teammate, because the teammate's behind an island, so he has to know it's me. He doesn't know where I am, but he knows I'm here. Ooh, surprisingly, that was actually scary accurate blind fire by, I believe it was the Dallas? That was 5 shells, so unless any of them hit the island, that would be the Dallas. Dallas has 2 double turrets and 2 triple turrets. Are these torpedoes going to hit? Oh, yeah. Oh, well done. Good job, Ismail. High caliber devastating strike to add to the collection of medals, and 92,500 damage. Again, Ismail knows it destroyers out there. He is spotted in open water. Oop, that's the Akatsuki by the Ismail. Good job. That's going to help a lot, actually. But yeah, decides to sail in a straight line, even though he's spotted in open water. Okay, so Ismail guns down Yakatsuki, but not before he gets torpedoes away. I was waiting to see if he was going to dodge those torpedoes, but I guess not. Alright, so it's a 1v3. So there's no hope for a solo warrior, I don't think, but we're going to see what we can do. So we have an Ignis Purgatorio, we have a Normandy, and a Dallas. Dallas looks like he is coming into the flag. Oh, no, Normandy is as well. Okay. And then we have the Purgatorio sailing away to the northwestern border of the map. Looks like he might be coming back, actually. And okay, so it looks like he and the Normandy are looking to maybe try and regroup. Looks like Normandy is cutting upwards north, and Purgatorio might be swinging around south. See, a lot of these times I'm just as blind as you guys are. I wouldn't say just as blind. I might skip and skim just to see if anything funny or interesting happens. Maybe grab a quick clip or two. But a lot of times with these replays, I kind of just wing it with these commentaries. I remember saving these replays for a reason, and I'm like, oh, well, if I save it, obviously something happens, let's just do it. Okay, Purgatorio looks like he's deciding to push back for the cap, and Normandy looks like he is cutting inward. Purgatorio does turn in time for these torpedoes, but he does catch 2 of them. Not enough to sink them, but it is enough to push us past 100,000 damage. So, I mean, I'll take it. What's going on now? Alright, so Normandy and Ignis are regrouping. Dallas is pushing for the cap. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna prioritize the Ignis, which is... I suppose that's a good idea. I would have liked to have seen myself maybe push out and try to get eyes on that Dallas, although he's doing it for me now, so... spotted by the Ignis momentarily. Enough for the Dallas to try and get shots at me, I think. His guns were facing this way? No? Okay. Ooh, torpedo. Alright, there's another one. 4 kills. The poor man's Kraken, as I like to call it. Because I'm not good enough to get an actual Kraken. I think I have a total of 5 or 6 Krakens in console. Can't remember how many I have in PC. We're going to come out of the smoke screen to try and get eyes on the Dallas. He is facing this way, his guns are at least. So there's no chance of me being able to get some stealth shots on him without fear of return fire. Ugh. No, he is turning now. Am I going to fire? No? Okay, I would have liked to see me use my guns right here. Normandy's sailing away. That's actually a pretty good tactic, because even if I do take out the Dallas, there's going to be no hope of me catching up to the Normandy or getting into their cap and stalling enough. So that's GG by them. Dallas's guns are facing this way again. Alright, well, let's see. Torps? No? Oh, it looks like I'm just YOLOing in there. What the fuck? You know what? I'm not even mad at this decision because realistically, there's no way I would have won. Like at best case scenario, I would have survived the battle, but I mean, yeah. Oh, shots coming in from the Normandy. Ooh, look at that, 64 hit points, and the Dallas is about to take all 64 of them, and that is a GG. Good play to the enemy team at the end there, splitting up and ensuring that I just didn't have enough time to win at the end. Don't really know what was going through my head at the end of there. 2200 base XP on a loss. I'll take that. Yeah, don't really know what was going on at the end with me there. I think I was just thinking, fuck it, whatever. Chick stick scars, glory lasts forever. And then I get absolutely demolished. But if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.